Hi guys, Alex here. I hope you've been invited to one of our famous sales interview process days. To make it easy for you, I'm going to give you on this video the assessment criteria we use to judge whether to offer anybody what we actually provide to the client customer of ours. So no secrets here, I'm giving it all away. So let's get straight in. There's 11 key things that we look at. So what I'm going to do is list the assessment criteria so that you can prepare and self-assess yourself and improve perhaps on it. So forgive me if I'm reading, I'm just going to make sure that I don't miss anything out. Successful people in sales have certain traits which are uniform across different sectors and sizes of companies. It is difficult to assess these traits just on a CV and one-to-one interview alone. This is why we do it in our interview process day system. So after today or the day that you do your interview, the outcome of these 12 assessments will be figured out, and this is what you need feedback on, but feedback to yourself. This is how you actually get your feedback before feed forward, I might call it. Before you do it, get it right so that you don't mess up. Okay, number 1, presentation. Salespeople are always smartly dressed, even if working entirely on the telephone. Smart also means in terms of body language. Slouching, hands in pockets and chewing gum, for example, can be very quick rejections. So always come very smartly dressed, matching suit, tie done up to the neck. I know I'm like relaxing today, I'm not on an interview, but if I was presenting, I would certainly have my tie done up, looking smart, polished shoes. And sometimes these days it's customary not to wear a tie, but some people don't like it. So if you wear one, you've taken no risks at all. So that usually helps. B, clear communication. Customers are varied for most businesses. A good sales professional has to communicate clearly to a range of different people. Clear, lucid English is required without strong national or regional accents. You know, could a caller, recipient, immediately tell where you were from on the telephone? If they could, you've got an accent or something that gives away, which isn't absolutely clear, lucid English. Do not use slang or jargon or repeated phrases like, do you know what I mean? So that's one of the key assessment tests. So make sure you're crystal clear English. C, well-formed goals are backed by a passion. I'll say that again. Well-formed goals are backed by a passion. That last bit is critical to it. It's not goals on its own. Successful people know exactly where they are going, why, and when they will achieve their goals. When asked, you should answer immediately, because thinking means that you are not focused on clear goals. General phrases like, I just want to be successful, or I want to make lots of money, don't impress. Too generalized, too glib. I need to make, money's fine, but something specific. I need to make over £10,000 per month in the next 12 months because that is my definition of success, would be a better way of putting it. A clear description of what you want to spend the money on would be better still. And there isn't a right answer to what you spend it on. That's personal to you, but the interviewer, and we're in Success Moves looking for people who know exactly why they're going to do this. Because when the pressure is on, those without clear goals with a passion behind it give up and drop out. Okay, next one, D, goal match. Sales happen when a customer needs are matched by the benefits offered by a product or service they are buying. That's the definition of professional selling. Similarly at interview, when what is on offer allows you to realize your goals, then it matches. So tell the truth and realize if it is not a good match, neither you or them, the client, should pursue it, as there will be more closely matched opportunities for you both. So don't sell yourself into the wrong job by coming up with a load of bullshit, right? Or trying to answer, everybody does this, or not everybody, but a lot of people just trying to say what they think the interviewer wants to hear. Say what the truth is. Otherwise you just sell yourself into the wrong place. Many rejections are of people they think are very good, but just not a great fit for them. Okay, E, money motivation. All salespeople have money quite high in their goals. Nothing wrong with that. In many job interviews, talking about how much money you could earn would be a negative, but not in sales. So how would you answer the question, if I gave you £10,000 right now, what would you do with it? And what do you consider to be a good monthly personal income and why? A lot of our clients use those questions quite heavily, and we do in Success Move. So be prepared for it. But again, the real answer, please. F, truth and integrity. Salespeople are the face and brand of a company. Sadly, most people in an interview pause on answering questions whilst they work out what is the right answer the interviewer wants to hear. Often there are no right answers, and the interviewer is assessing truth, genuine personality. Okay, next one. G, positive attitude. Sales success is ironically mainly about the ability to take rejection and deal with frustration and failure. Top salespeople have learned how to cope with rejection and react to it positively. Difficult, but you've got to master it, because the real winners are the ones that see through the bad times, and we can all be happy and positive after the good news. So you've got to actually have that, we're assessing that on the day. H, a success learning attitude. Average or below average people tend to blame. Something doesn't happen for them, they blame somebody else, something else. There's always something to blame. They blame all sorts of things if they don't succeed. Successful people take responsibility for their destiny. This attitude difference is key, because by taking responsibility, they can control what they do, make changes. They're in control, and they can move back towards their goals. So have that attitude in there. I, stamina and determination. Sad fact that most people starting new sales jobs drop out in their first month. It's a fact. We've actually greatly reduced that through our interview process day for clients, which is why it is so popular. This is because they were not a close match in the first place, or lacked the qualities that we were seeking. J, natural sales skills. Good rapport, listening, persuasiveness, assertiveness, leadership, closing a sort. Have you got these? Have you got them in a natural? You can be trained in technique, but a natural sales skill is really quite useful. In training positions, specific techniques will always be on a course in the first week anyway, and never worry about product knowledge, because you would be trained. I've never had a client that didn't thoroughly train in products before they actually let you loose talking to people. K, corporate culture. This is a big one on rejections, which people often miss. All companies have their own set of values, style, ambitions and objectives, and they succeed when they recruit people that fit into those same corporate culture, the same values and style. So if you're very different to the other team, you might be brilliant, but you just don't fit in because you're just very different. People like to be around people that are like them. So that's another one. There's, it just might not be for you. Again, don't sell yourself into the wrong job. Lastly, 11, available for work. If you receive an offer, when can you start work? Unless specifically stated, positions are full-time and permanent. Everything we do or virtually everything we do, not everything is in Success Moves on our interview process day, is full-time permanent Monday to Friday. If it isn't, it will say so very clearly, repeatedly on the advert and job description and in the presentation at the start of the day. Another thing on that is, we quite often, the clients do not want people, period, who cannot start for several months. People finishing university degrees are increasingly told to go and apply early to not miss out. This is really annoying a lot of employers. If you can't start within a month, we don't want you for trainee positions. Yeah, the earliest you can start, the better. If you can start the Monday, the next day, that is a major advantage, because people want to arrange training and all sorts of things in a new team, and that makes that really quite quick. Okay, are you within 1 hour commute of the location of the job, or willing to relocate to make that so? Commutes longer than this do not work. I've had a lot of people say, yes, I'm coming from Leicester to London, it'll only take me 2 hours. You're not going to take on a new job with all the pressures of sales, of all the learning, with all the homework and doing loads of sitting on trains in between. And actually the cost of the train would be more than renting a room in London anyway. Doesn't make sense. So don't lie if you're not going to relocate, and it just won't work if you're going to commute in over an hour. I've just seen it time and time again. The tiredness of it just destroys people. It's too much. Don't do it. So that's the other thing that we look for in Available for Work. So there you have it, the 11 things we brief our clients and we look for, and we will assess you on an interview process day. So if you've got an interview coming up, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get the job. If you don't, keep applying, keep going for what you want, find out more of the things, but go through that 11 list because it will help you ascertain, certainly find out exactly what your goals are. Don't go for any job, go for something specific that will meet your goals. Have them written down and know exactly what you want to achieve. Wish you all the best, progress and prosper, and I'll see you soon.